Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am sitting in my first American car today, and guess what? This is a police interceptor.
If you lost your mind, this is what it sound like. Hands off the grips on a tin can motorbike. Shit, 9,000 RPMs. I'm riding like a pink dolphin swimming. Nah, like.
So when we first came to the States, we had like $5,000 and we needed to afford first month of rent before we received the investment from the fund, and we also needed to buy a car. And we were researching Craigslist and we're thinking which car should we get, and the budget was around $2,500, and we're looking, and then we found out that you can actually buy a retired police car. And this is a real police car. Like 2 years ago they would have had the fence here, like a cage, whatever, and the back seats were plastic, and they would have criminals in the back. And also here you had like police lights, and the car is fully functional. It is 2008 year of produce. Yeah, it looks a little like worn, but everything works perfectly. So air conditioning works, windows should work. Come on. What? This window is working, definitely. This window is... maybe it's not. Or maybe I just broke it. Okay, let's try again. I'm like giving ad for this car. And it's so, we actually sold it, so we drove it for a year, for half a year, and then I sold it to a guy who's now doing Stanford MBA. And I'm trying to figure out whether it's working. Oops, that might be a problem. Okay, we'll figure it out later. I'll ask him. But now we're gonna go for a ride. Talking about how legal it is to drive such a car. So actually we read a lot about driving a retired police car in California, and we haven't found any laws that say that you cannot drive a retired police car as long as you don't have the siren above you and if you don't use the lights. And I have a friend who also has the same car. He's using it all the time, but it's actually all black. When we drove this car, it had white doors, and people would actually mistake us for a police car. They would slow down, they would give way. So sometimes, yeah, you thought people thought we were real policemen, but we were not. And we were never like trying to like play policemen. We just wanted the cheapest car there on the market, and the value for money is incredible. And now let me show you the car from the outside. I'll just switch off the air conditioning. Yeah, let's go. You know where this comes from? This used to be our sticker, Lingua Trip. So the car used to have our stickers because we put it during demo day. We put it just in front of the Computer History Museum in Mountain View, and we put the stickers on so that investors would know about Lingua Trip beforehand. Driving it, I had a small accident. Well, I think it was small. So this thing, I don't know the name for it. If you know, please write it in the comments. Another word I should learn in English. But yeah, it damaged it a little, but the rest was great. So yeah, if you have an accident, this is a very good car. Again, because policemen are using it to chase people. Yeah, I think it was one of my favorite cars I've ever had. Really liked it. And this is where the siren used to be. Look at the keys, they're so old-fashioned, and this red thing actually comes from the auction. So the way it works is that people buy these cars from the auction when police are actually selling them to public, and then you have to remove all of the police stuff. So we actually bought it from a guy who got it from the auction. So there was this guy who took away the cage and the plastic seats in the back, and he made it legal to drive. Now I am actually going to drive the car. So the problem with this car, well, there is no actual problem. I don't know why the wheel is like a little shaky. You see, right? I'm just driving. You see that? I'm just driving straight ahead, but the wheel is like trembling a little. I don't know what's that, but my friend from Stanford says it's perfect, so I will believe him, because this wheel trembling doesn't really matter for me right now. The wheel is a little too hard because it's actually a little broken. But I mean, I used to drive it this way for 3 months in San Francisco, and I was able to park. It was a little stressful, but you know, driving the car is actually such a cool experience because you feel so safe, like literally, because it's so big and it's driving so easily, it's going so easily, you actually feel really, really safe in it. And also, you know, like, because it's just $2,000, if anything breaks, that it will be really cheap to repair or just replace the car. The only problem is I think I just broke the window, and I really hope it's fixable, because otherwise I don't know what to do. Oh, I think it's Dima calling. So Dima, who is the owner of the car right now, just called, and he said that you just need to press the button firmer so that the contacts find each other. Yeah, but what do you want for $2,500, right? It's not like you're driving a Bentley, right? You need a special skill to operate it. Like, I don't have the skill. Okay, I'm gonna park. Just dropped me off at Trader Joe's. I'm gonna do some grocery shopping, and I feel like I'm falling ill, so I'm gonna buy a lot of lemon and ginger and then go home. And another funny thing about this car is that you cannot open the doors from the inside if you're sitting in the back, because if you're a criminal, you're not supposed to open them. So I had to actually open my window and open the door from the outside, which is so funny. And like, you see people's reaction, like, oh, police interceptor. And Dima, who's the driver, he says there's so many people who approach them and ask to take pictures with the car, which is pretty fun. Let me know, guys, what you think about this video. Let me know if you would buy this car. And I hope to see you in the next videos. Bye!